due to the pandemic and fill it with positive energy. A warm welcome to everyone present here for the celebrations of the 69th Foundation Day. Before we begin the ceremony, kindly switch off your mobile phones and kindly maintain social distancing. It is a mark of our undying tradition to invoke the Almighty and seek His blessings at the beginning of an important event. So, let us begin this inaugural ceremony by requesting Srimati C.S. Prasanna to grace this occasion with a prayer song.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देवा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा कैलासेशन प्रीतियतनुजा गणेश देवर पूजिसिरी गजमुख रूप ಗಣಪತಿಯನ್ನು ಅಂದದಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಿಂಗರಿಸಿ ಕೈಲಾಸೇಶನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ತನುಜ ಗಣೇಶ ದೇವರ ಪೂಜಿಸಿರಿ ಗಣೇಶ ದೇವರ ಪೂಜೆಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೆಲಸದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಜಯವು ಖಂಡಿತವು ಗಣೇಶ ದೇವರ ಪೂಜೆಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೆಲಸದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಜಯವು ಖಂಡಿತವು ವಿಘ್ನ ನಿವಾರಣ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭರಣ ವಿಘ್ನ ನಿವಾರಣ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭರಣ ಗಣಪನ ಧ್ಯಾನವು ಪಾವನವು ಕೈಲಾಸೇಶನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ತನುಜ ಗಣೇಶ ದೇವರ ಪೂಜಿಸಿರಿ ಗಜಮುಖ ರೂಪ ಗಣಪತಿಯನ್ನು ಅಂದದಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಿಂಗರಿಸಿ ಕೈಲಾಸೇಶನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ತನುಜ ಗಣೇಶ ದೇವರ ಪೂಜಿಸಿರಿ
Thank you, ma'am, for the Ganesha Vandana. Lighting a lamp before a ceremony spreads divine grace. A lamp is illuminated to lead from darkness to light and to rise upwards and dispel darkness. May I request our Honorable Chief Guest, Secretary DHI, Sri Arun Goel, to officially inaugurate the Foundation Day celebration by lighting the ceremonial lamp. I also request the dignitaries on the dais to join the Chief Guest. Thank you, sir. I request GM Auxiliary Business Division Sri MRV Raja, who Foundation Day, to welcome the gathering keynote address.
Respected Shri Arun Goyalji, Secretary Heavy Industries, Government of India. Respected Chairman and Managing Director Shri S. Girish Kumar, Shri Y.K. Vaish, Shri Suresh P.S., and all senior executives from the company, my colleagues, their families, persons from media, and my friends, fans of HMT watches, collectors of HMT watches. I can see some of them there. I have immense pleasure in welcoming all of you to this 69th Foundation Day celebrations of HMT. It was on 7th February 1953, HMT was born as Hindustan Machine Tools Private Limited. The first factory is not too far from here, Jalahalli village. We are also in Jalahalli village only. And from that small and humble beginning, you are all aware, the company grew rapidly and spread across the country. At a point of time, more than 17 factories were there, more than 40,000 employees were there, and many, after diversifications, many products were there, like machines, watches, bearings, and so on, so on. We have tried to capture the entire story, the journey of HMT in a heritage center here. I'm very sure those who are visiting this heritage center, and especially HMTians whenever they are visiting, I'm very sure their heart will swell with pride. You know, it tells you the story, how much sacrifices our seniors have done. This is the place where the memories live, the feelings are alive. That's why we thought celebrating the Foundation Day should be done in such a place, because celebration of Foundation Day is for what? We are celebrating it to remember the sacrifices of our seniors and rededicate ourselves to the task of HMT, to the cause of HMT. So this is the best place to do Foundation Day here. So with the kind permission of Chairman and Managing Director, we have been celebrating the Foundation Day here in the last 2-3 years. And today we are really lucky and very glad to have our Shri Arun Goyalji, Secretary Heavy Industries, grace the occasion. In spite of his very busy schedule, he kindly agreed when we requested, when our chairman requested him that he has to be here, and also he has to launch new series of HMT watches. He has gracefully agreed and has come. On behalf of our chairman, Shri Girish Kumar sir, on behalf of all my colleagues from HMT Limited, I warmly welcome him to the function, and I request Shri Ram Prasad sir to come and give a bouquet and formally welcome him to the function. Thanks, sir. Then, on behalf of the organizers and on behalf of all of you, I warmly welcome our Chairman and Managing Director, who has been inspirational in his leadership, and he has been guiding us throughout. So, on behalf of all of you, I warmly welcome him to the function and request Mr. Moideen to come forward and welcome him formally by offering a bouquet. We also have Mr. Y.K. Vaish, General Manager HMTI on the dais. We warmly, on behalf of organizers, we warmly welcome him. And also we have Mr. P.S. Suresh on the dais. He is General Manager Marketing Machine Tool Limited. He was very instrumental in getting our magazine done together. So on behalf of the organizers, I very warmly welcome him onto the dais. And I can see all our senior executives from HMT Limited, HMT Machine Tool Limited, HMT International Limited of the dais. And I can also see my colleagues and their families. And on behalf of the organizers, I extend a very warm welcome to all of you. Also, I can see representatives from the union and office association. I extend a very warm welcome to all of you. Also, there are people from the press, including Doordarshan. So, on behalf of the organizers and on behalf of HMT Limited, I extend a very warm welcome to all of you, sir. So before concluding, I would like to briefly tell you about the launch and also the release of the magazine. Actually, Chairman Sir was kind enough when HMT Watch Limited was getting close. He handed over the task of physically managing entire movable assets to auxiliary business division. So when we were going through, we found a lot of watches and a lot of watch components were there in the stock. So we started accumulating in all of them, and with the kind permission of the board and chairman, we started assembling the watches in auxiliary business division. Till now, till 19th August 2019, we were only liquidating our stocks, but at that time, with the permission of the board, we started and applied for license, obtained the license for assembly of watches, and started assembly of watches. Initially, it was just like we were assembling the existing components and making a new watch and giving. But afterwards, a situation came where we thought not only that is not enough, because the current market trend has changed a lot. All our watches models are designed a lot of years back. So we need to upgrade ourselves and bring out new models to stay in the race. So with the kind permission of the board and our chairman, we started the process of designing new watches, and that has brought us to here today where we are launching the watches. Now, the idea behind, we are launching 3 watches today. The idea behind them are very simple. I will briefly explain. One of the idea was to retain the characteristic of HMT original design. HMT designs are very famous for minimalistic design, simple, classical, elegant style, not too much features like. It was very difficult to retain that and continue. So we decided to introduce few limited features and make it current with the larger dia, some additional features, better finish like that. So we thought we call this series HMT Plus. This name is coined by our team. That's a plus on our existing HMT design. So we are launching, our Secretary Saab will be launching these series today. One of them is HMT Plus. Then another idea, the young team of marketing team and creative team of auxiliary business division came up with another idea. Sir, we can't just to do like this. We have to have completely new look at the whole thing. That's a kind of new look, new dawn. So we thought we will have to name it accordingly. So in fact, when we were fixing these names, we had sent WhatsApp messages to all our employees, ex-employees, and all around. We thought we will get some good names. So we got a good name. One of our ex-employee from Machine Tool Hyderabad sent a name by name Vihan. So Vihan is actually means new dawn. So we thought Vihan should be our another series. Then the third thing series which we are going to launch today is Stellar watches. This Stellar watch, basically, automatic watches of HMT, like a Kanchan, Rajat, Supreme, and are all in a good demand now also. They are solid, strong. So we thought this characteristic of being strong and of high quality should be communicated to the masses. So that's why this name has been chosen, again from our own creative team. So these 3 distinct characteristics: 1, HMT original design and extended design; 2, completely new, picked up from the market; 3, our strongest watches will be launched by Honorable Secretary Heavy Industries today. This is the background. Now we'll be moving over to the launching function. I hand over the dice to Priya.
Foundation D always marks a milestone for us, and this year we mark the day by launching a new series of watches. HMT watches, especially the Winding series, were a part of all the household for every baby boomer and Generation X. The new series of watches are with a bigger dial, with a bigger case, and to meet the millennial trend. The 3 series of watches, HMT Plus, Vihan, and Stellar, are a new series. Now, may I request our Honorable Chief Guest to launch the new series of watches?
हर पल अपना, ये लोग अपने, ये देश अपना, कण कण अपना, ये ख्वाब अपने, ये गाँव अपने, ये शहर अपने।
HMT घड़ियां, देश की धड़कन।
एक धड़कन, ये आज अपना, ये कल अपना, हर पल अपना, ये लोग अपने, ये देश अपना, कण कण अपना, ये ख्वाब अपने, ये गाँव अपने, ये शहर अपने।
HMT घड़ियां, देश की धड़कन।
एक धड़कन, ये आज अपना, ये कल अपना, हर पल अपना।
So as a part of this launch of watches ceremony, actually the person who has given the name Vihan, Mr. Bala Bhaskar Rao, I asked him to come here today, but he is in USA along with his daughter. So he told me, when I informed him, he told me that, yeah, I want to purchase the first watch. So he has already paid and taken the watch. And also we thought we have to give him a letter of appreciation for having suggested a name. So he ultimately told Mr. Venkatesh, where is Venkatesh? Mr. Venkatesh, his batchmate, it seems, to hand over the watch and certificate to Mr. Venkatesh. He will carry forward to him. So I request our Secretary, Heavy Industries and Chairman to give our certificate of appreciation and the first watch to Mr. Bala Bhaskar Rao through Mr. Venkatesh. Venkatesh, you can please come and collect. This is the first, as a part of the launch, the first sale is also happening here. Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. This day marks another milestone, the release of our annual magazine, Sampad. Sampad is an ancient word of Sanskrit which means perfection. It also means attainment, wealth, success, blessing, or accomplishment. Through Sampad, we intend to highlight the accomplishments, experiences, events, and current business scenario of the company. It will also showcase the Sampad of HMTNs, be it at work, art, culture, knowledge, and any other talent. This issue of Sampad is a culmination of thoughts of all the HMTNs, right from the baby boomers to the millennials. All the generations have come together to contribute to this issue of HMT Sampad. May I request our Chairman and Managing Director to release the first issue of HMT Sampad. Thank you, sir. It is a great honor for me to introduce our chief guest, the Secretary, Department of Heavy Industries, Government of India, Shri Arun Goel, Indian Administrative Services, 1985 Punjab cadre, who has been outstanding during his education, being the gold medalist during BA and MSc. He is also the recipient of the Chancellor's Medal of Excellence for being first class and a record breaker in all the exams in human resource development during 1985. Since his posting in 1987 in the All India Services cadre, he has been serving in various departments ranging from land revenue management and district administration, urban development, agricultural marketing, tourism, shipping, transport, civil supplies and consumer affairs, food and public distribution, youth affairs and sports, revenue and finance, disinvestment, labor and employment, cultural affairs, and now the heavy industries. Sri Arun Goel has undergone intense training at almost all the prestigious top ranking institutions of the country and trained internationally in crisis management from UK, WTO internal trade and development from Geneva, and public administration from the USA. Now, may I request our distinguished chief guest, Sri Arun Goel, Secretary, Department of Heavy Industries, to deliver the inaugural address.
CMD Shri S. Girish Kumar, senior executives, and friends. First of all, I congratulate all of you on the 69th Foundation Day of HMT. As I saw before coming here in the Heritage Museum, all of you are fortunate and must be feeling proud to have been associated with this illustrious organization, which played a pivotal role in industrialization of the country post-independence. Since 1953, over the last more than 6 decades, HMT has contributed immensely through all its divisions to check the industrial backwardness of the country and socio-economic development of this great nation. The objective with which HMT was established in 1953, all of you have lived up to the task assigned, because I feel any company is nothing but the men who man it. You have given top brands, be it watches, a consumer product, or tractor, which contributed to the green revolution of this country. The huge diversity in the range of products over this long span of about 70 years has put HMT as a brand to reckon with. During these 70 years, huge deal of indigenization has happened because of HMT. Import substitution has happened, and also you have exported the products and services to many parts of the world, particularly Africa and Central Asia and the neighborhood. In the high tech, you have contributed to Chandrayaan mission, provided crucial components to nuclear plants, and high precision equipment for navigation in the ships. It is in the same spirit that now you are developing tech port. See, times have changed. When we got independent, when we became independent in 47, the task was of a different type. But as the world has changed post WTO, globalization has come in, organizational and geographical barriers or entities have gone faded. The biggest successes of the last 2 decades or so are entirely new tech companies. All of you know it. How they have come up on the topmost of the richest people. The old guard does not run that show. It is entirely in new hands. If we look at the global scenario, you think of Tesla or Google or Amazon or like that. That's where, because what I meant, the geographical or organizational barriers have gone or faded. Even the brick and mortar, which machine tool field is, has changed, that it has gone beyond. Now you know, in the industry 4.0, how the machines are using sensors, and through those sensors, they are collecting the data and bringing in efficiency. In the capital goods industry, which we are in, or in the automobiles, this has much wider application than in any other field. Today, the supplier is collecting information across all its usage. For example, if there's a big company which is manufacturing and supplying machines across India, he's collecting the data about each and every machine and supplying to the owner of that machine that data to show how efficiently that machine is being run, what are the deficiencies, and which is the way forward. So it's more of a concept, and it goes beyond geographical boundaries. This tech port, the platform which HMT has launched or is about to launch, brings all the stakeholders, be it entrepreneur, the technical manpower, the researcher, the teacher, or the student, on the same page. People can pose problems, and this platform has individuals who can answer those problems, not merely technologically, but also in a various modeling shape, it's organizational or financial. The target is, see, India is a big nation. Now, this budget has been a landmark budget in the history of India, where in spite of the adversity of pandemic, the government has increased the capex of the government, highest ever by 34%. So next year's capex is about 5,35,000 lakh crore of rupees. We have more than 1 lakh crores earmarked in the budget for railways, and similarly more than 1 lakh crore for the roads. So these are the sectors which are going to use capital goods, heavy machinery. Similarly, the budget has come out with the production-linked incentive schemes, two of which pertain to our department. That's the Department of Heavy Industry. 57,000 crores for automobiles and auto components, and about 18,100 crore for advanced chemistry cells. You know, as of today, the energy production, besides the production, it is the storage which is a challenge. And that, what we use, whether it's a mobile or the vehicles, so these batteries, most of the batteries are imported. We are not manufacturing. There's somewhat of the advanced chemistry cell. Advanced chemistry cells are 100% imported. Some battery making, which is of the imported cells, that's assembly is happening. And if we keep into mind the demand which is likely to crop up in next 5 to 10 years, this import bill is going to increase manifold. Now we have a large pool of technical manpower. See, that's what I was talking about, HMT. So within HMT or outside. So Bangalore is a hub of the technical manpower. In the advanced chemistry cell, how much of that technical manpower is involved in R&D? That's the question. In Bangalore, there's so many R&D centers, but mostly, as you know, these are of multinational companies. So the work is done by Indians, but the patents are not Indian. Patents are owned by these MNCs. And the bigger chunk of profit is in the patent. India's biggest plus point is its huge, capable technical manpower. But India as a nation is not benefiting. The engineering R&D, that was the aim with which units like HMT were set up in the 1950s. But post-liberalization, many good things have happened, but at the same time, we see the decline of institutions like HMT. Actually, these had to transform at that time into different shape. Unfortunately, that didn't happen to the desired extent, because of which the decline came in. Now with this budget, with these schemes, so we are saying like 1.5 lakh crore of PLIs, of which 50%, is about 75,000, pertains to our department. Now this huge pumping in of money, resource, should lead to the production for global consumption, not merely Indian consumption. So it will lead to import substitution and export surplus. This would eventually lead to huge investments in engineering R&D. So as a part of the budget, more than 50,000 crores has been earmarked for National Research Fund. So through these platforms, which HMT along with the other sister organizations of our department are developing, with the budgetary support of PLIs, National Research Fund, and the huge capex. Beside the capex I mentioned, there's going to be 18,000 crore for 20,000 buses. Again, the back end of buses comes into the units like HMT, machine tools. So all this is towards creating an ecosystem whereby the high-end value addition happens in the country through engineering R&D, for which Bangalore is the hub. HMT has an expertise and has an edge. With its international presence, its opportunities are manifold more. So this is I feel this should be the resolve on this Foundation Day of all of you, not merely within the boundaries of the corporate entity, but going beyond through the channels like the platform TechPort which you are developing, so that in the years to come, you pool the resources, bring the technical manpower and eagerness onto the same platform to develop mother technologies which will displace the unnecessary import of which we have become in a way slaves, because we are capable. We see the capability of HMT, what you did in this museum. So if you could do, let's look at it in India. If India could do that yesterday, obviously we can do much better today and tomorrow. For that, the ecosystem is to be provided by the government. Government has to act as a catalyst. Unlike the past, where HMT comes in, that everything was done by the government. It's not possible, because engineering R&D the world over has not happened solely through the government resources. Engineering R&D requires huge resources, and those resources have to come from the users. So if in automobiles, if we say the latest EV, Tesla is there, if they are doing the R&D, is the US government paying for that R&D? No. It's a consumer who is paying. So the engineering R&D can come only if it has resources. Those resources have to come from the users, which means every R&D which you do has to have the consumer backing. So the government can only provide an ecosystem, and that step has been taken in this budget. And now we, all of us, need to come forward, contribute through our best capacity to add to that ecosystem, because it's not 1 year job, it's a continuous job. We are doing it for our next generation. But all of us have capabilities. God has gifted each human being with unique qualities. We need to encash those qualities, pool our resources, come together, find solutions to the problems which are the base problems, and see how we can add value to the nation and in return be satisfied ourselves. With these words, I once again congratulate the HMT for the human work they have done over the last decades, and I'm sure you'll continue to prosper in the decades to come. Wishing you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the very inspirational address, encouraging us and highlighting the achievements HMT has made throughout the years, and also enlightening us on the various opportunities to showcase HMT's potential. On this Foundation Day, we resolve that we will go beyond the channels and try to explore new ways for a better tomorrow. Thank you, sir. May I request our Chairman and Managing Director, Shri S. Girish Kumar, to deliver the presidential address.
Good morning to you all. Most Honorable Secretary, Department of Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises, Sri Arun Goyal, sir, and senior executives of HMD Group of Companies, my colleagues from HMD Group of Companies, ladies and gentlemen, media people, union and association. At the outset, I am wishing you all a very healthy time ahead in this pandemic situation. It is indeed a pride and privilege to have our Honorable Secretary, Department of Heavy Industries, Sri Arun Goyal, sir, is with us as the chief guest of the 59th Foundation Day celebrations of HMD. Sir, on behalf of the HMD fraternity and on my personal behalf, once again, I'm welcoming you because sir is very busy. In fact, a couple of weeks back, I have spoken to him, sir. Actually, 7th of February is our Foundation Day. Then sir spoke to me. I told sir I can change it. Sir told me, no, don't worry, I'll come. Sir has agreed to come and spend time with us, and he has given an inspirational speech. And probably you might have heard the way he spoke, very clarity in his thoughts and words. And some of the good qualities of Arun Goyal sir, I just wanted to explain to you, because sir is my 8th secretary. From Meena sir to all the secretaries are having some qualities which I usually share with our friends also. Now, secretary, I'll tell you 2-3 qualities. I'll just explain to you. One is sir has joined as a secretary of heavy industries on 1st of January 2020. After 2.5 months, this pandemic situation, COVID situation started. So probably the physical meeting or physical conversation was not there, only through virtual meetings and all. All virtual meetings, sir is spending more than 2.5 to 3 hours and listening each and every participant. And sir is making a thought of that and giving an answer for each and everything. Because all these participants, they might have done some homework, which is really appreciated by sir, which is a commendable thing. That means actually you should give a chance for a patient listening to your subordinates or your others also, any meeting, and which we can adopt it as a quality in our life also to improve in our executive capabilities and all. Second thing is, in fact, probably what I can say that sir is always telling that time is the essence of everything. And probably I used to tell you, all of you, in the last couple of years and all, if a person is doing a work, 1 hour work in 1 hour, that is an average employee. If he is doing 1 hour work in 2 hours, he is an inefficient employee. If he is doing 1 hour work in 10 minutes, he is a very efficient employee. But as far as the present secretary is concerned, he doesn't have any years and months in his life. Sir is always telling only days. In fact, when he speaks to us also, you do it in days. But the effort what we have to take and make as a plan to complete the work at the efficient way. Time is the one which you will not get it back. And efficiency, which is the need of the work, for which actually we have to find out some management styles to see that it will be done in an efficient manner. The pace at which world is changing, if we want to cope up with that and all, we have to change our style of working, which I was telling to all of you in the last couple of years or so. That is the second quality. Third quality is, in fact, probably all of you may be knowing that a couple of months back, 3 months back, our HMD unit in Ajmer, we were having a lot of problems. The collectors disconnected the power. Some issues were going on there. All medias are covering that and all. I got out of pressure, and unfortunately, new unit chief Prasad has taken over. And every day I have a high BP, actually I'm taking my insulin level is also very high. And see, we cannot go there also. Every half an hour I used to guide him. I used to support him. I have given a brief note to ministry also, because our Minister of State is also from that state. So I have a very tough time. One day morning between 10 to 10:30, I got a call from Secretary's office. Secretary wants to speak to me. Secretary has connected. Secretary asked me, Girish, what is happening in Ajmer? Then I explained to him. Then sir asked me one question. Girish, what I can do for you? Please tell me. Then I told sir, give me 1 week time. Let me also try to resolve this issue. If it is not possible, I'll approach you. See, that word alone inspired me, because actually that was a motivation for me, because that BP might have gone down, because there is a helping hand from the top executive, which you can also do it in your official life. Because if you are showing some helping hand to your good worker, definitely that is a help for the worker to do more. That's a real motivation. In fact, I could resolve it in a week time. Now, even the Supreme Court also has given a stay also, because the issue is very simple. Probably all of you may be knowing that. There is a delayed interest on gratuity payment for the people retired during the BAFR period, which is not possible. Even though it is a 2.5 lakhs and all, it has got a cascade effect on the all over India, all the people. It is around 25 to 26 crores. That was done. But that word, in fact, that one word has given me a lot of relief, because I don't know what the media was telling to sir, what the union people are writing to him. But sir told me, what I can do for you. That is enough. And fourth quality is, you might have witnessed the speech of our secretary. Clear words, clarity in thoughts, and very well prepared. and talking about all the aspects of HMD as well as the budget, the future of HMD, what is the economic situation, how we have to change. And sir knows about, sir has done a good homework before he is coming for a speech. That is, these four qualities, if we can also adopt in our life, and we'll be successful in our, leadership qualities and all. I can say that it's a part of our official life. Okay, coming back to HMD. So probably all of you may be knowing that on 7th of February 1953, as a part of first 5-year plan of Government of India, a machine tool industry was set up in Bangalore, here only, with the collaboration with Oerlikon, Switzerland. That is a part of first 5-year plan. First 5-year plan was emphasizing on defense sector and agri sector. All these, both sectors were supported by machine tool. Probably you may be knowing that without machine tool, none of the sectors other than service sectors will grow. If you take anything here, without a machine tool, nothing can be made. Even the water bottle, even the desk bench, even whatever you may name it, a machine tool is required for manufacturing that item. So we have supported Indian economy in last 7 or 6 decades in many fields. Up to 1992, we were giving dividend to Government of India, and our Honorable Secretary has clearly mentioned, because of HMT, many of the rural areas were become urban area. Even this place, in 1953, if you see, or 1960, it was forest. Nobody wants to come here. When I joined in 1984 also, when I wanted to come here, only 2 buses are there. It is a Halli village. Now it has become a very heart of the city. And directly or indirectly, HMD was supporting all the state government. It was spread over 10 states, all the state governments, all the central government, in the form of taxes, both income tax, VAT, all these things, and all, we were supporting them. Giving employment, more than 40,000 people were directly employed, and more than 1 lakh of people were indirectly employed. They are all supported, and which, even though the land was given at free of cost or even at a nominal rate, the support extended by HMT to the state and center was very high, which is really a commendable thing. And as Secretary was mentioning about our heritage center, which was really, I have to place on record about the real Rajan Katok sir. Previously, he is 3 years, maybe 5 years before that. Sir was mentioning about that. You please set up a heritage center, museum, where the technology development, the advancement of technology, or watch technology, bearings, even tractors and all, you can showcase it here, so that the people, the youngsters, engineers, and the school students, and all the technical people, they can come and they can witness the changes in technology. The basic fundamental technology is here. Now the world is changing. Even the Industry 4.0, as our Honorable Secretary was mentioning that, probably you may be knowing about Industry 4.0. See, Industry 1.0, not 1.0, Industry 0 started from James Watt when he invented steam engine. Then Industry 1 started in 1940s when the First World War has come. So that what happened now? That productivity increase, that has come, that is related to productivity improvement. Then Industry 2 has come when the valves were invented. It is, see, you may be knowing about communication system was very fast. Then Industry 3, if you see that when this chip were invented, in the one chip, a lot of programs were included in the chips and all. You can do any application which made more than thousands of applications can be put in one small chip. Now Industry 4 is mentioned about databases. You may be knowing that you have a mobile and you can do whatever you want. Even the artificial intelligence, even that you can say that whether the flight is coming on time, whether the train is coming on time, all these things you can get it from your mobile. All applications, mobile is reminding you, you have to pay your mobile payment. Mobile is giving you an instruction to do many things and all. So that is what, and the future is basically depending about man to machine communication, machine to man communication, all these things and all. Sir was mentioning about sensors and all, which is the future of India. And we never expected that even these type of things, changes will happen in the fast way. Last 2.5 decades, we were witnessing a lot of tremendous changes in technology. And as Honorable Secretary was mentioning about, we could not cope up with the changes taking place in the world. Up to 1992, we paid taxes to and we dividend to Government of India. Once the liberalization, privatization, globalization taking place, we were not able to compete with the global players. We were not able to compete with the private players who are there in the market and all. The changes would have done at that point of time in HMD stage would have been a very big one. And we were like, I think our turnover should be a lakh of crores. I can say that. See, now I'll tell you a small this thing also. HMD, we are showing all these things and all. The same interest, spirit, everything. I think most of you, all of us, we are spending more time than our family in our company. The passion, the love towards this company, if you take it in the right spirit, even actually this company's face would have been a change. I'm sure that HMD will come out of CEO. I'll just give you a brief about the present status. See, we have removed, you may be knowing about first turnaround plan in 1999. The strategic business unit concept has come in picture, and we have 5 subsidiaries and 1 holding company. And the time proved that that decision was not correct. It was not a wise decision. But none of the companies shown any profit since 1999. And we have removed all the, we were forced to close all the loss-making subsidiaries and even the loss-making division also. Now you witnessed that last 3 years, HMD holding company is making profit. I wanted to give dividend last year because of this pandemic situation. This year also we are making profit, and I am really expressing my sincere gratitude to all the employees. They have told me, sir, we will work on Sundays. Even we will work on at least 4 hours extra, and we will see that the whatever time lost we will compensate. I'm really grateful to all the employees. See, manpower is our strength, and without you, we cannot achieve anything. And your support, your your dedication to the company will prove that company will fly in, become a glorious company and all. And HMD International, probably you may be witness that, as it was started in 1974 as a subsidiary of HMD Holding Company, and it was exporting all the machine tools to outside India. And subsequently, it was started setting up of turnkey projects. First project was in Nigeria. Nigerian machine tool was set up by HMD International. Then over a period, actually, we have done so many projects through Ministry of Externals of our own also. And last 2 years, believe it or not, the highest turnover of HMD International since inception was in 1819. And 1920, we could increase it further. That was the highest one. Even the profit is little bit less, but highest one. And which is with the help of all machine tool people, they have supported in setting up turnkey projects outside. Right now, we have 7 projects in 7 countries, 8 projects in 7 countries. Zimbabwe, Harare and Bulawayo, and South Africa, Pretoria, and even Belize one project is there. That is Belmont, and even Myanmar 2 projects in Muniwa and Tatton, and Bangladesh, Dhaka, one project is there. And we have signed an agreement with the Ministry of External Affairs for execution of 1 project in Equatorial Guinea, and another project in South Sudan probably will be signing in the next month. And one in Bhutan is a private order that is also happening in there. And we have a lot of orders in hand. But unfortunately, this pandemic situation prevented us to execute the project. But still, last month, actually, we could depute the people to Bangladesh. We could complete it. It was previously inaugurated by our Honorable Prime Minister also. And the output of that and all, the whatever is our even dairy manufacturing plant, what they have set up on this thing also, it has come out very nicely. In that photograph, I can show you. We will be showing it in our this thing also. And that way, HMD International is also doing well. This is a Mani Ratna company. Still, we are keeping the status of that. HMD machine tool. In fact, previous secretary was really very particular about HMD machine tool should make operational profit. He told me, I can put up the proposal to cabinet. Only I wanted to see that 2 years you should make operational profit. Somehow we could do it in 1819. 1920 also we could have done that. 1920 March month, what happened because of the pandemic situation, our imported items were not able to. Our total sales, of which 25% happens in March only. It has not happened. But first 4 months was really horrible. I can say that we are not able to do any production, and customers are not lifting the machine. Suppliers are demanding the money also. We have a very tough situation now. But still, we feel that MOU target will achieve in this year. Maybe operational profit may not come. But next year, I'm sure that HMD machine tool also will make profit. And even though Government of India loan is there, that is okay. I'm not telling about in net profit. In definitely operational profit will do that. And we will all come out of this present situation. And definitely HMD will achieve greater heights in the days to come. I'll sum up because time is too short. I'm wishing you all and your family a very healthy time ahead. Hope that Almighty will support us in achieving our unfulfilled targets. Thank you very much.
So thank you for the presidential address. This Foundation Day inaugural function doesn't end without following our custom. So, may I request our Chairman and Managing Director to honor our Chief Guest, Shri Arun Goel, Secretary, Department of Heavy Industries.
ನಿಮ್ ಗೊತ್ತೇ
I request Shri P.S. Suresh, General Marketing Manager, HMT Machine Tool Limited, to kindly deliver the vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon to all. Respected Chief Guest Sri Arun Goel sir, respected CMD Sri Girish Kumar sir, dignitaries on and off the dais, and my dear colleagues. It is a matter of honor for me to propose the vote of thanks to this occasion on the 69th Foundation Day of HMT. On behalf of entire HMT family, I would like to express Dean's deep sense of appreciation and thank the Honorable Chief Guest, Secretary, Ministry of Heavy Industries, Sri Arun Goel sir, for gracing this occasion and formally inaugurating the Foundation Day and releasing the new models of our great HMT watches. We also thank for his inspirational thought shared with us today. We have been fortunate to be guided by our chairman, Sri Girish Kumar sir, and I thank him for releasing the magazine HMT Sambad. I also thank him for all the support and encouragement he has given to all of us every time. It has been few years since the Foundation Day has been celebrated. We thank GM ABD, Mr. Raja, for organizing this function very successfully for the second consecutive year. I hope this will continue for the years to come. I thank GM Projects HMT International, Mr. Vaish, for his presence and support. I thank the editorial committee and all the others for their contribution and effort in bringing in a good magazine for our Foundation Day. I also thank all the people directly and indirectly helped to make this function a grand success. Finally, I thank each and everyone who assembled here and the media, trade union leaders, office association leaders, and all our guests for making it a grand success. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai HMD.
Thank you, sir. Kindly raise for the national anthem. Thank you. We have come to the end of the inaugural Foundation Day celebrations. Kindly join us for lunch.